Hello guys, Akshay JH here, and in this part we're gonna do something different. In this part we're gonna create an audio recorder and then we will upload that recorded audio to Firebase database. Alright, so first of all what you need to do is add a button and a label for me to follow here. Alright, so I'm gonna change the label to something that says tap and hold button to record. Now you can customize the function. Obviously it doesn't have to be tap and hold. You can create one play button, record button, and a stop button. You can also create a single button with two states, or you can also create a tap and hold. But mostly in the chat apps you may notice that there is tap and hold function for the audio record events. So I'm gonna do that and change the text size. Alright, so that's here 20 dp, and I'm gonna change the text of the button to also tap and hold to record. Alright, so let's give them some ID. This is going to be record button and this is going to be record label. Alright, so most of the things are done. Go to your main activity.java file, and now I'm going to create two variables over here. So one is the button for our button and one a text view for our text view. Alright, so the next thing, we need to set the references. Here record button, so under the label. Alright, text view, find view by ID, and the button. Here we go. So to record audio, I'm gonna show you something. Let me just quickly turn my phone off because that's really bugging me. Alright, so what we have done wrong over here is unexpected cast to text view. I guess that's a text view that we have used, and it is a text view, but the ID is changed, so it's record label. Alright, and we did something wrong over here. Alright, that's not a problem. Now this should be fixed. Now to record audio, if you come down to the developer section of Android, and they have given a detailed description about the audio record thing, but we're not gonna go so much deep into it. All you need to do is I'm gonna give you the link in the description, obviously, and if you want you can type it by yourself. All we need to have is just these two methods, not much. One is the start recording and another one is the stop recording. Alright, so I'm gonna copy these methods. Let's copy them and paste it over here inside our code. So if you paste it, now you can see that they have created a media recorder, but alright, they have set the instance over there, but we need to create it over here. So I'm gonna say private media recorder, media recorder m recorder. Alright, you need to give the same name obviously to make it work, and also we need to have a file name. Now if you come down here, start creating a string, m file name equals null. Let's set it to null for now, and then in our onCreate method we're going to set it to some path. So m file name equals environment dot, and if you want to store it directly into your external storage, here we go, get external storage directory dot get absolute path. I guess that's how it is done by them, but let me just check to make sure. Yeah, that's exactly how they did. And then you can add the file name like this, mfile plus equals. uh, Here you can type your custom file name but with the slash. So I'm going to type in some name over here, recorded audio.3gp, because that's the format we're going to use. All right, but you can surely change the format by yourself, don't worry about that, but make sure the output format is changed over here as well if you are changing it from here. Now there is one more way. If you can set it to default and change the format to anything, maybe mp3, but that will work, but this is not the way how you do it. And not just a second, that's 3gp, yeah. So I was telling you that for mp3 you need an encoder and decoder obviously, and that's not for free. You have to pay some price, I guess. All right, so next thing we need, let's set a log tag. So what I'm gonna do is just type in private static final string log tag equals record log. All right, so we have created two methods, actually copy pasted, start record and stop record. All right, now all we need to do is set them with our button. Now you can see that the path is defined here, but they have used it over here, m file name. So make sure that your name matches over here as well. All right, so you can change the path obviously, and also the file name. It's up to you. You can use also a prefix, and with that date and name format, but that's also up to you. You can do a little research about that, but let's not waste time in this tutorial and proceed. So for our button, mrecord button dot on touch event, set on touch listener, yeah, that's the one we need. New on touch listener. Now it's gonna provide us with a motion event over here. So we're gonna create an if statement for this one. So I'm gonna say mmotion event dot get action, and if the action is equal to motion down, action down, then that means the user has tapped on the button. And else if, you can also create switch statement, also up to you. Motion event dot get action equals action up, that means user has released the button. So now we have created two if statements. You can put in your methods obviously over here, but what we are going to do, if user has tapped the button, our start recording method should get fired. All right, so start recording, and if they release the button, stop recording. And also change the mrecord label to recording started. All right, and also mrecord label to recording stopped. That's basically it for the recording part. If we run the app now, and I have my screen mirror on with my real device. Now this thing may not work with your emulator because of some hardware problems or something, but some emulators may still work. But if you want to test it on a real device, it's really a good idea to do that. All right, so let's just wait for this to fire up. And one more thing that I want to mention you guys, as even in previous parts I talked to you about the permissions on Marshmallow, and here's the link of the page that I was talking about. You can check the whole thing. Now in Marshmallow, obviously this thing, they have removed this thing, and now you have to ask permissions to users in the application itself, and they have given a detailed description on how you can create this permission request to users, also the code they have provided. So you can go through it, and if you guys get any problem, just ask me. And if you really want me to do a tutorial on this, I'll surely do that as well. But I want to cover more Firebase and less Android hardware things. All right, So let's see if the app is running now. Installed, and the app is running, but it's not showing me anything over here. Let's just check. The activity is good, and what do we have here? Everything looks fine. Let me just check. Now I'm really confused which one of this is the app. Not this one. This is actually the one that I'm testing right now, and we will be creating this app for our uh, tutorial that I was talking about, the chat app. Let me just give you a quick look. Let me log out. That's how the home page is. Get started, and this is the login screen. You can log in with email or by Google account. Forgot password, need a new account, and obviously it's gonna ask you for multi accounts if you have logged in, but I'm just really testing this out. This is still in process and many more things to add, so let's not check that. I'm just gonna uninstall the app for now, and not just this one but also this one as well. I'll reinstall when it will be required, and let's run the app once again. Nothing. All right, there we go. So our app is running now. Let's just tap and hold. So okay, so as I told you guys about the permission, let's go to the settings, applications, application manager, and in most of the phones there won't be application manager. It's just we will show it directly in the applications, and here we go, the permissions. No permissions required. Alright, we haven't even asked for the permission even in the Android manifest file. That's pretty dumb. So uses permission internet obviously for the Firebase. Uses permission capture audio, record audio for our recorder. Uses permission write external storage to save the audio. Let's hit the run button again, and let's waste our time again in between. Okay, so app is running now, and let's go to settings and application manager. Here we go, file learn, permissions, and allow the microphone and the storage. Now let's open up the app, tap and hold. It says recording started. Now if you release it, recording stopped. Now as you guys may remember, it is stored in our external directory. So if I go down to my device storage over here, now you can see that the recorded audio is here. Now you can it's time to upload the recorded audio obviously. So always you can change the name, change random name. You can use a random name over here. Now once the recording is stopped, what we want to do, we want to upload the file. So I'm gonna say upload audio, and let's hit alt enter and create method upload audio. And inside this method, as you guys may remember how we upload our files to Firebase, we need a storage reference for that. Storage reference mstorage, and let's set it over here. Mstorage equals Firebase storage dot get instance dot get reference. This is to our root directory. Then we create a file path. Now I'm going a little bit faster this time because I know you guys have watched the previous tutorial, so you may know already how to upload the files. So mstorage.child. Now previously we created photos folder. This time we're going to create audios folder, and then inside that we're going to store the file with let's just type in the name by ourselves, and it is going to be new audio.3gp, and then we need a URI for the file. Now if you guys may notice over here, we don't have any URI. This is just a string. So how we can create a URI? It's very simple. URI dot from file. Now also we don't have a file, we have a string. So what we can do, we can create a file from that string. new file and m file name, the string over there. And that's how you have created the URI. Next thing, file path dot put file, and the file is going to be URI and on success listener for our completion of audio upload. Now we need a progress bar also, so mProgress dialog here. All right, so let's add it mProgress dot equals new progress dialog over here. Now once the uploading is started, what we want to do, mProgress dot set message uploading audio, here we go, mProgress dot show. Then once the uploading is done, mProgress dot dismiss and mRecord label set message set text to uploading finished. All right, so let's run the app again and let's see if it works. Now here is my Firebase console. Let's refresh the page just to show you guys that right now there's nothing inside the database, and this may happen sometime. And here's my app running. Now there's nothing inside the database, and here's the app. So tap and hold. Okay, tap and hold. Recording started. Let's wait for a while and let's hit the stop button. Okay, recording stopped, but what else we missed over here? Let's check out. So upload audio once the recording is stopped, and the function didn't actually work. Progress bar, progress show. Alright, maybe we can run the app once again and let's check what we get, the error or something. Alright, so let's run the app again. So our app is running now, and let's see. Tap hold, recording started, release, and yep, now the audio has upload finished. That was quick. Let's refresh the page. There was no error in the code. It was just the app needed a full install instead of just a quick restart. So there you can see that audio folder has created, and there is our file. Also, you can get the download URI as I told you in previous part, and you can play the audio from there. But for that you need to add, what do you call it, media player or something to play the audio. So that's it for this part, and in the next part what we're going to do, we're going to create something that makes more sense, that's going to be a little more complicated than what we are doing right now, and we're going to move forward to creating our chat app. So see you guys in next part.